30. I'll update you. Maybe if you all are agreeing, maybe 6:30 to 7:30. We'll keep that timing, right?
Yes.
But yeah, so I think 6:30 will be good time. Okay, so we have a couple of demo sessions today and day before yesterday, where we have discussed all the queries. And today onwards, this week it's a kind of we'll connect for less hours, but next Monday onwards we will have proper 1 hour class. This week is mostly the batch forming week, so I don't want anyone to miss out anything, right? So we'll go slow. Let me quickly summarize in 2 minutes before we start the session today. I will just take the first 10 minutes to summarize what we have seen, and then we will actually move forward, right? So in the last class and day before yesterday's class, we discussed about
Are you unable to listen?
sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, okay, no problem. I think okay.
Yeah. So for all the new joinees today, right? So what I will do is 5 minutes. I will quickly summarize. If you missed yesterday and day before yesterday's demo session, please go through the recorded session, right? That is available. I will share you the recording so that you can get the detail. Otherwise, let us start with the content today. Content in the sense, very simple things we will discuss, the installation part and all. Right? So what is the takeaway for today's class? All your queries I will address, summarized curriculum I will tell you, and then mostly the installation part we will do. And any question you can ask, I will answer. So the first thing is this curriculum, right? This is full stack data science, where we will be discussing 3 pillars, 3 different modules. The first module is nothing but your data analyst module. After completing module 1, you can also apply for data analyst role. So in this module 1, I'll be discussing about SQL and then Python. And then we have this Plotly library, SQL, Python, Plotly. And then we have this other libraries like pandas and then NumPy and all of these things we will be completing, right? Followed by GitHub. So this is what we will complete in the first module. After that, we will jump into our second module, which is the base module or core module. In module 2, what I will be covering? In module 2, I will be covering machine learning. We have linear regression algorithm. We have logistic regression algorithm. We have polynomial regression algorithm. We have decision tree. We have random forest, right? And then we have k-means clustering algorithm. We have XGBoost algorithm. So all of these different algorithm we will be discussing. Each algorithm will have one use case, in the sense one project, right? So after that we have deep learning. We will have ANN algorithm and a lot of different concepts. Neural network we will discuss, and then we have NLP. So here we will discuss about TensorFlow package, right? Then we have NLP. In NLP we will be discussing how to build a sentiment classifier. So a lot of NLP topics we will discuss. Followed by our module 3. So module 3 is not, sorry, this pen is not properly working. So in module 3, we have this AWS concept. So where we will be understanding how to deploy our model on cloud, right? So AWS SageMaker, how to build your model, train your model, deploy your model. What is SageMaker Studio? What is autopilot mode? What is ground truth, right? What is Canvas? So once you have deployed your model, how to create endpoint reference, right? How to predict. So a lot of things we will discuss in module 3, right? And the class timing is Monday to Friday, right? Monday to Saturday, sorry. Monday to Saturday, the class timing will be 6:15 to 7:15, and Saturday and Sunday, This is for basically people who are from non-programming, but anyone can join. And the timing is nothing but 8:30 to, or maybe 9:30, 8:30 or 9:30, or 9 o'clock to 10:30, right? This is the timing. So this is the timing of the class. And what is the duration? Duration is approximately 2.5 months, 2 months, right? Okay. All of these things we have discussed. Yesterday, we have discussed a lot of other things. I will move forward with today's topic. Only thing that I could not answer yesterday. Somebody asked me, what is the difference between data engineering? What is the difference between data engineering and data scientist? So I already explained yesterday, but these terms are very confusing. So I will explain again. So you will see a lot of terms like this, like artificial intelligence, data scientist, data engineer, data analyst, machine learning engineer, NLP, computer vision. So are all of them are same, different? What is the roles and responsibility, right? So there are 3 data roles you will find in industry. One is your business analyst or a data analyst role. And then one is your data scientist role, and one is your data engineering role. So take any data set, right? Let's say I have weather data, or let's say I have my sales data. I am a company and I have my sales data for last 3 years. How many years? For last 3 years, I have my sales data. And also I have sales data for sales. Okay, so I am Big Bazaar and I have my sales data for last 3 years for different outlets in the same city. Now what a data analyst will do? The data analyst will take this data, that is historical data, let's say 2019, 2020, and then 2021, and then 2022. Let's say all the 4-year sales data the data analyst will do. The data analyst has good knowledge in SQL. They have good knowledge in Tableau, and they have good knowledge in other BI tools, SQL, and they have good knowledge in Python and all, right? So what they can do is, from the historical data, so all of this is historical data, they can create nice dashboard. So you have raw data, in which format? Excel format, right? And you have bunch of Excel format. Let's say only in Bangalore, right? Big Bazaar, you have 25 outlets. Marathali, 1 outlet, Kadubinsnali, 1 outlet, Jayanagar, 1 outlet, 25 outlets, like that, right? And every store will have its own sales report. And it is like 4 years data. So it's a bunch of Excel sheets. There's a 10, 15, 30, 40, 50, 100 Excel sheets. And the client is kind of struggling to understand the insight. So what the data analyst will do, it will take all the data and then give complete insight, cream from your data. So insight in the sense, they will insight in the sense, they will represent entire thing in a nice dashboard. Okay, in 2019 to 2022, this is how your sales is looking like for 2 outlets. Is it going upward, downward? 2019 to 2020 in Marathali store, sales went 15% more. And then 2021, it is 10% less. 2022, 5% more, right? Jayanagar store is having upward trend sales, but Marathali branches downward trend sales. Let's say the Kormangla branch is actually having exponential growth, like that. So this is called insights, right? Number of visitor, how many visitor came. So this is called insight. So that is a data analyst. So what they will do now, from an example, if I explain, it will be very clear to you. Before you enroll for any course, it's very, very, very important. You should understand the complete detail, what you are learning. And after learning this course, what kind of job you should do, right? Or what kind of job you will get from industry. So if you're hired as a business analyst or a data analyst, mostly your job will be creating dashboard, visualization report, understanding with connecting with the client, understanding what they want to look for or what kind of report they want to. Let's say the client is telling, take all of this data and can you generate a monthly report or weekly report or daily report for the sales of each outlet or each store, right? So as a business analyst, you should pull data from database, or anywhere, the data sources, wherever they have kept full data, and analyze that data, and using BI tools or using Python or any visualization tool, you need to generate insights and to share the results with them in whatever format they want. So that is your job. So mostly historical data you will analyze. Now is a data scientist. So data scientist is little advanced role than data analyst. All the things that I told for data analyst, right? Everything a data scientist already knows. So this is like the next level, you can say. Data scientist, data analyst is a half data scientist. So whatever the data analyst knowledge, whatever the data analyst is doing, the data scientist have everything, expert knowledge. Apart from that, they are the person who is scientist about the data. Means you give them, so a data analyst will say, I don't know how to handle video data. If you can give me sales report CSV file, I can give you dashboards. But if you give me text data and tell me to build Alexa for me, I cannot do that. If you give me audio data and or maybe chat, sorry, if you give me text data and tell me to build a chatbot, I don't know how to do that. Audio video data, if you give me and kind of build something called a speech recognition system or face ID recognition, I don't know how to do that. So if you are trying to predict what will be the sales in the next 2023, so the client is asking, check the pattern 2019, 20, 21, 22. And can you tell me what will be the sales look like in Marathali store in 2023? So data analyst will say, I don't know. Future, I cannot tell. Only past data I can analyze and show you insights. So all the future prediction, what will be the sales in 2023, not in 2022, 2023 or 24, let's say, next 2 years sales forecasting, if you want to do, if you want, then data scientist will come into picture. So they are the people who know how to analyze historical data using all the tools. Because they know Excel, they know SQL, they know Tableau, everything that the data analyst know. Along with that, they know machine learning. So all of this module 2, they know. Module 2, everything they know. And using module 2, they can forecast. So module 2 is helpful for prediction or forecast. So these are the tools and techniques and knowledge you need: machine learning, deep learning, NLP pre-processing. All of these tools and techniques they will use and forecast. And not only forecast, that is not the only ability of a data scientist. They know model deployment also. Like they will create a model, build a model, train a model and validate a model. And also they will deploy a model on cloud. So these are the people who are, obviously they know the model building module 2. Apart from that, they know cloud, AWS, Azure, or any one platform where they can deploy. Or at least basic understanding they will have, so that they will collaborate with other team members who will deploy the models. They're the people, if the model is decaying, they know retraining the model. And they're scientists about the data. So you give them any volume of data, they can handle because they know big data. So then they know Spark. If you give them petabytes of data also, they can build model, they can analyze, they can do everything. You want them to work on cloud platforms, they know how to. So any platform, irrespective of any variety, any volume of data, they are scientists, so they can handle anything about data. So you give them small data, big data, they can handle. You give them text data, audio data, CSV file, SQL table, they can handle. Doesn't matter where is your data. On cloud, they can pull it, they know AWS. You can give me CSV file, they know pandas, they can read it, data frames. You give them SQL access, they know SQL, they can pull it. You give your data is in NoSQL, MongoDB or something, they can pull it because they know MongoDB, at least at very basic level, right? I'm saying, let's say your data is in cloud, or sorry, in web, let's say it's a text data, you need to crawl the web or web scraping. They know Beautiful Soup, Selenium, they can pull the data from, they're scientists about the data. Doesn't matter the data source, wherever it is, they have all the tools, techniques, knowledge to pull the data, to build the model, to train the model, and to deploy the model, right? So they are the scientists about everything. So that's the data scientist. Now, who is data engineer? Data engineer are the people who are like kind of supporter of data scientist and data analyst. Okay, you have built a nice model. You have built a nice AI model where you will deploy. So your client cannot use your model, right? Using whatever you have created. They need a front end. how they will access. They need an endpoint, means what? Front end means there should be a UI for them. Who will develop that? A data scientist doesn't know how to develop UI. So software engineer, DevOps, not only data engineers, but software engineer, DevOps, it's a complete team actually. They collaboratively build a product. So I'm so lucky to work in different product organization. Also, I worked in different service organizations. There are own pros and cons in both industry. Service organization, you will know a lot of things, but surface level, you cannot go in depth about any topic, but your horizon will be great. Means you will have different clients, so different problem statement. One might be from CPG, one might be from retail. So you will able to understand different problem statement. In product-based company, if you're working, you will able to understand end to end what you're doing, where you're deploying, where you're pulling, entire end to end, because that is your own product. So product means that you will pull the data, build the model, deploy the model, create the UI, maintain the UI, all of these things. End to end you will understand. But the problem is in product-based company, you will be one-dimensional. For example, me, since last 4 years, I'm into manufacturing. Before that, I was into investment banking, investment trading. So you will be expert in one domain. Like doing a PhD. And that's a drawback actually for me. I want to explore different domain, but that option is not there. So are you getting? So this is basically the advantage and disadvantage. But mostly if you're working in a product-based company, you can see this kind of structure. Or if you are a service-based company, whenever you are working for a client, you can see in the Scrum call, you have a team, where there are some back-end engineer, some front-end engineer, some data engineer, some data scientist, some data analyst. Everybody will work together as a team. Why? To build a product, everything you need. There will be a UI. Who will build a UI? You don't know. You are a data scientist. So UI engineer will build your UI. So they will understand input, output, and everything will build your UI. They are expert in web development, right? And there is one more domain called DevOps. DevOps are software engineers. They will maintain the entire software lifecycle. So who will maintain the software? The software engineers. And data engineer, software engineer, mostly they are equal with very slight difference, right? Data engineer, mostly they will maintain the ETL pipeline, extraction, transformation, load. Means, okay, you as a data scientist pull the data from SQL, but have you ever imagined, or pull the data from AWS? Have you ever imagined who is the person who has created AWS? Architecture who has designed for AWS? Who is the person who has created tables, push data to SQL so that you can pull it? Who is the person who has given you access to pull data, whether you will get, because AWS is not free, right? If you don't control, people will use like anything and company has to pay. Who has shut down all the unnecessary instances? Who has given access, only read access, only write access? Who has taken care of all the infrastructure? These people, data engineers and DevOps software engineers, they are responsible to maintain your software and giving you a platform where you can run your code. So UI, data engineer and software engineer will create platform where data scientist and data analyst will run their code. Are you getting? So you will maintain your machine learning code. That is your responsibility. But where you will maintain that platform where you are running the code, who will maintain that? You as a data scientist can maintain only your own project. Like that, there might be 10 analytical solution, 15 solution, 30 solution, 30, 40 projects, right? Who will maintain all of those platform architecture? That is what the data engineer person will do. And now what role? Every role is high on demand. Don't worry about package and all. Every domain. Nowadays, software engineer, DevOps are also there earning very good. So data engineer, data scientist, every domain, high paying job. Everything is difficult. And make your mind. You cannot be expert in everything. Every domain is very, 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 very fast. It is changing. Software engineering, very fast. DevOps was not there. DevOps is there now. After some days, maybe some more tools will come. Data engineering, Hadoop was there, now Spark is there. Maybe after some days, some more things will come. So you need to update. Like data engineering, software engineering, DevOps is not so simple to learn. And it's actually very headache because it's all tool-based learn. Tool gone, your experience gone, right? It's not a concept that you're learning. Maths cannot be overnight. You cannot replace maths, right? Because math is a concept. Python is a language which cannot be replaced overnight. At least 5-7 years it will run. Similarly, data science is a conceptual learning. Data engineering, software engineering. Software engineering is obviously it's a like language that you're learning that will stay, but otherwise the tools, the DevOps, the tool stack, that is frequently changing. And you need to have that mindset of continuously upgrading yourself. Same with data science also. But new things you will upgrade. Old things will not go away. That is there. With that, you will keep adding new things, right? Okay, now you are a person who love to code. You are a coder. By heart, you are a programmer. You don't want to invest your time in research, innovation, or thinking what to do next. You are not a thinker. You just want to implement things. Your roadmap is clear. Okay, this SQL table today I want to create. These are the table names and these are the things should be present. And this is the kind of UI I need to build. The roadmap is clear. What you want to do, what you should do, somebody will tell you, okay, these things I need to do or you need to do. So timeline will be decided and what you should do, somebody will tell you and you will code. If you are a person like this, go for data engineering, software engineering, DevOps and all that. But if you are a person who like, see, coding is everywhere. I will not say here coding is not there. So forget that era where people used to tell you write very less code. Yes, as compared to data engineering, software engineering, less code is there. Less code, but that doesn't mean no code, okay? Less code, but more analysis. If you are a person who is interesting with playing with data, okay, this is raw data, Excel file. I will find this Excel file. Everything I will find the insight. I will create dashboard. Okay. And then I will tell a story. Wow, this is great. Simple raw Excel file and then create nice dashboard. Sales is going high and then down. You want to play with visualization report. You want to analyze the data. You are a storyteller. You are a communicator. You can not only get the results, but communicate the results. That's very important skill set, right? To your stakeholders. You don't want to code a lot. Nobody will tell you what you should do. You should tell what is the result to others. People are expecting you to work independently from day one, right? And from your expertise, you can actually do that if you take the course and work on projects. More research, you want to research and find out results. Then for data science. You're a person who loves kind of statistics and all. You should data science. Is the difference is clear, everyone now? Data engineering, data scientist, data analyst, all data roles are clear. This is what, and I am the best person to explain because I'm a senior person, manager kind of, and I have seen every people, we all together as a, like we have scrum calls. Product, we all work together. Please go on mute. It's a batch, so please go on mute. If you have any doubt, unmute and otherwise go on mute. I will pause here. Any doubt that you have? Data engineer, data scientist, data analyst. Now is it clear? Okay, fine. I think most of you already know, but I thought of explaining because you're joining a course and you should be very clear, right? Fine.
Hi,
So,
madam.
yeah.
Yeah, can you guide me for any of the certification?
Okay.
Yesterday.
In this certification.
Yeah, for data science.
Huh.
Can you guide me any of the certification?
So there are a lot of certification for cloud, which has value.
Okay.
Certification for SQL, which has value. But for data science, or basically what is data science and what is artificial intelligence? Artificial.
Yeah, in Google Cloud, one of the certification is that professional data engineer is I think that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell you. Wait, go on mute. I'll tell you. So if you are planning for AWS certification, I'll share you tomorrow exact code and bunch of certification, Azure and AWS, AWS machine learning engineer and so on, right? So that you can do, but particularly for data science, if you're asking any certification, I really don't believe certification has any value. Cloud certification you can show that has some value, but data science certification mostly, it's a so vast field. There is actually no certification, or even if there are some certification by Microsoft and all, it is not so popular like AWS and other platform certification. What they look for, right? Anytime when you go for data science related job roles, they look two things in your CV. First thing is degree, and it should be full-time degree. Okay, don't fool yourself by listening to others. I don't want to name, but people nowadays are marketing like master's degree from Texas, master's degree from Stanford and all that, right? So don't fool yourself like that. So there is a very in-depth background verification, and it's a like direct question in the round one only, before even shortlisting your CV. HR will ask you whether it is a full-time degree or part-time. Part-time degrees are not accepted. So degree in the sense full-time, whatever you have done, masters or bachelor's. Mostly MTech or masters has a lot of importance, but if you don't have master's degree, that is fine. But it should be full-time if you have masters. Otherwise, you can take any certification that is similar to just you have taken something and learned yourself. It has no value. It will not be equivalent to a full-time degree, right? There is a lot of difference. People who have done full-time MTech, they will understand. Full-time MTech is not like 4 or 5 lakhs anybody can give and get a certificate. There's a central body who is authorizing your certificate. They will conduct semesters. You have papers, you have CGPA, you have research, complete 1 year specialization in research, and you will have some research publications. A lot of things are there. So full-time is full-time. You cannot compare, right? You have you should have valid gate degree, gate score to get a seat in IITs and NITs and all. It's not like anyone can get a seat, right? You have to crack gate exam for that. So full-time is full-time. So no comparison, but degree is something which most of you might not have. And next solution is, if do you have anything like experience? So I know neither you have degree nor you have experience, but don't worry.
I have both.
Yeah, so this cannot create this, because I don't know at what stage of your life you are right now. And for many of you, for fresher, I will strongly recommend, don't run after these companies and go for higher studies. In 2023, BTech is nothing actually. The world is moving so fast. If you do PhD also, there are value, because it's lot of things are going on. AI is a domain where you can do masters easily, lot of field, and also you can do PhD. Then also you will be rewarded. Are you getting? So go for higher degrees. If you are fresher, like BTech you have completed, don't run after job. Master's degree if you have done, at least later in your career, your whole life is there to do job, right? But your whole life is not waiting for you to do masters. That is a regret for your entire life if you have not upgraded yourself. So my request to fresher who are like 1, 2, 3 years, even 4-year experience, if you can switch to master, go and do it, and do this masters like anything. Put your 100% effort. You will get result. I'll tell you my story. When I quitted my job, I had a good gate score, but I was very much dilemma. 90% of the people suggested don't quit job, because I was working in a good MNC and getting all good salaries. My domain was also good, big data and all. So nice, everything is nice. So everyone suggested what you will do after MTech, no value in industry, nobody cares. Masters or BTech, no value. So don't go for masters, quitting job. What is the guarantee you will get a job after masters? But my passion for study, my passion for research pulled me there, and my brother's motivation. I have 3 brothers. One is all are doctors actually. First one is Dr. Susan Kumar Panigrai. He is IIT professor Madras. Second brother is medicine specialist, and third brother is also medicine specialist. So my background pushed me towards education, right? We value education in our family. So that's why I entered. And that is the best decision. One of the best decision I have taken in my entire life. I didn't knew what will happen after master's. Completely my track changed. I came into data science. In master's, I had 4 publications, 4 research publications. I invested my time learning machine learning. I invested my time creating in the lab, big data lab. We have this HPC and different cloud kind of HPC is a supercomputer. So I get a chance to work on CUDA, parallel programming, lot of things that I have learned. And honestly speaking, whatever I have learned in my master's, that helped me to survive in the industry for 3 to 4 years without studying anything. So I gained a lot of knowledge that 3 to 4 years I no need to upgrade. Before completing master's, I have 5 to 6 offers. In fact, face to face, that was COVID also not there, just not even it's online, offline interview, online 5 to 6 offers. And I got, honestly, my package was some 3.8 or something in TCS, you know, right? 3.6, 3.16 I joined. And then I went for maternity leave. I was on bench because intentionally, because I was preparing very hard for GATE exams. I was not at all satisfied with the job that I was getting there. So I was preparing for GATE. So my package actually, they gave me B grade when I was on my maternity leave. So my package actually, instead of increasing it, it is degraded. That's happened first time in my life. From 3.8, I jumped to 15 after my master's. And then second switch, and you can guess. And then switch and switch and switch. I never turned back after that. Right? So every switch 30, 40, 40, 50, 40, 50. Every 2 years, I keep changing, keep changing. You can see my LinkedIn profile. So from 2016 to 2021, I have switched 4 companies. And then for last 3 years, I'm into one company because again, I'm on maternity leave and all. Here also I stayed 3 years, here 3 years, one child here, one child. That's why I'm staying with G. Otherwise, all things, 4 companies I have changed. It's not like because of money, honestly. I have never jumped any company because of money. That is you can see, I have left Goldman Sachs, company like Goldman Sachs, who was giving bonus, like 50% of my salary I got as bonus. I was a top performer there. Still, I left in 9 months because of the job satisfaction. All the 4 companies I have changed, honestly speaking, for job satisfaction only I have changed. Even TCS I have changed because of job satisfaction. If I don't like, I cannot work. That is there in my core. If I don't like the work, I cannot be there. And in GE, I am there for last 3.5 years because I like the work. I am into core data science. I'm doing innovation. I'm learning. I'm able to upgrade myself. So that's why the work is something, and the culture of the company, this and flexibility, obviously, work-life balance. 2 things I see: work-life balance, because I'm doing a lot of things. Along with that, learning is because I don't want to make myself, there is no time, right? Outside of your office, you don't have time to upgrade, honestly. What life is. So your work should give you that learning. If not, pay cut also. So you will not believe. From GS to GE, I was so mad there with the pay cut in the sense, same salary, no hike. Same, GS was giving